I certainly have policy differences with Jay Powell, but I also believe in the independence of the Fed. There's a reason that the president has a whole cabinet, people who serve at his pleasure, people he can hire and fire. But when it comes to the question of the Fed and the other banking regulators, we've really tried to fence them off. And the Fed, to try to keep them out of politics so that they are doing monetary policy, so they're doing big bank supervision without getting tangled in the politics of what a president of the United States wants. So when Donald Trump says that he is going to fire the chairman of the Federal Reserve, which he has said many times over the past few months, the markets respond pretty badly to that because they say that takes away the independence of the Fed, and that's something that will cost all of us. So I have a lot of policy disagreements with Jerome Powell, but he's independent and he gets to make those policy decisions on his own. His job is not at risk.
They seem to be telling themselves, oh, Trump's just blowing off steam. There's nothing really dangerous here.
You know, I hear the same thing you do, but I'm worried about this at two levels. Yeah, he's just, blowing off steam until the time he's not and actually does it. But the second is, doing this kind of chaos around the Fed is not free. It costs us. Everybody around the world has to make the decision, do I buy U.S. bonds or not? And we saw what happened a couple of months ago when Donald Trump said he was going to fire the chairman of the Fed, and all of a sudden the bond market, the market that says, yes, I believe, when there's trouble, always run to the United States and buy those bonds because the United States is a dependable financial partner. People around the world said, not really. So I think that what Donald Trump is doing is costly right now to our financial system. Day by day, every time he pulls this nonsense, he just sets a little more of America's credibility on fire.